Hi, I'm Annie Lichny, and I want to thank you for being here to practice some meditation together. The word of the day today feels like a distraction. How easily we are distracted from being in the moment, being in the here and the now of whatever activity, whatever task we're doing. It's so easy to be pulled into the future or dragged into the past by the thinking mind. That part of the mind that wants to lead us and take us and capture our attention, that thinking mind. And when we're distracted, it's not as easy to give our best in a situation. There's a little bit of fog and a little frustration that builds with that. So meditation helps us to see our distractions so that we can start to just reel ourselves back in and come back into the present moment. So when we start to see the nature of our distractions during meditation, we can kind of make friends with them and then use our focus and keep coming back, just like training a puppy. So we're going to use some techniques today so that we can start to see our distracted thoughts, our compulsive thinking. And one of the ones that I'm going to start with is where we're using our own hands for tapping. We're going to be using two techniques. One is tapping on our chest and tapping right around our belly button area. And we're going to tap like this. And then the other one is going to be your hands are going to be kind of cupped, and you're going to place them on your, just at your hip bones, and you're going to cup like this. But I'd like us to do all of this with our eyes closed. So we're going to go ahead and take our comfortable posture. And if you'd prefer to lie down to do these, to even fall asleep at night, please, I encourage you to use meditation practices to help to get to sleep. It's a wonderful way to do it. You can lie down and do this. If you're sitting up, just notice your posture right now. We'll come into the here and the now and start to notice how easily distracted we are with 1,000,001 things in our mind. And we can close our eyes down. Our sense of sight can just go away for a little while. And it helps us to come in and just start to experience this connection between the mind and the body and how they really work together to keep everything stable and grounded. And when we're very, very busy, like we usually are in our culture these days, we're moving so fast, it can cause a lot of compulsive thinking and anxiety in the body. And right now, what we're doing can help just bring things back into stability and out of stress, out of anxiety, out of compulsive thinking. So we're sitting here feeling this gravity holding us right here, feeling through our feet, feeling through our sit bones and our pelvis, and the weight of our body just resting here. We don't need to be anywhere else up in our thoughts. If we get pulled into this discursive thinking, just gently come back to here and now. Feeling the weight of our body, feeling this hug of gravity holding us here. Everything is okay. We could feel our spine as we just take an inventory of how we're doing right now. Feeling along our back body, from our tailbone traveling up with our focus, this other part of our mind that's so important and so stabilizing. Our mind's ability to focus, this crystal clear, aware focus we have. Bring it to the spine as we travel up the spine, the mid-back, through the shoulder blades, and up to the back of the head. The personality of the spine carries so much integrity, so much confidence. We hold this pillar of strength along our backside. Feel this kind of personality in your spine as well. And then we could explore the front of the body here. The pelvis, the lowest part of the belly, noticing perhaps it might be soft. And around the belly button, up to the rib cage, this soft, tender kind of a quality in the front part of our body. We can notice along the rib cage and up through the chest and the clavicle bone, there's this softness, this emotional quality, this caring, thoughtful, kind quality that exists also as a part of a personality of our body, along the front part of us. We have tender in front and strong in the back. We could just recognize these personality traits as we start. And feeling our shoulders. Our shoulders are usually out trying to defend us when we're feeling unsure. They get very tight. We could bring our attention down through our arms into our hands, just feeling how things are right now. How does the body feel in comparison to this discursive, distracted thinking mind? Just check in with your own body. We could feel through the skull, the forehead, the face, the jaw. Just see how we feel here right now. And now we'll take our hands and we'll put them into that soft fist. We'll place one hand on our chest and one hand just below the belly button, maybe a few inches below the belly button. And you're just going to alternate tapping and feel the vibration. Hear the sound inside of you and the sound of the tapping. Notice where our thinking mind wants to take us. Can we stay present? And just feel our body. Just like an animal, a duck or a dog, shakes off after kind of a stressful event. This type of tapping is a way to de-stress our nervous system within the body. Okay, now we'll take our hands and we'll make little cups with our palms and right along the hip bone and in toward the belly button. We'll do again an alternating rhythm. And tap along the lower part of your belly. This is an excellent way to re-regulate the nervous system, letting everything know deeply within us everything is okay. feel the vibrations moving in your body. Notice when we're pulled into distracted thoughts. Come back to the body. Okay, now we'll take our hands and place them, if you're laying down, on your belly. If you're sitting up, you can place your hands very gently and slowly on your thighs, feeling your fingertips, your palms, the vibrations through your hands, and just noticing where you feel sensations. You might notice you feel this tingling, electrical, alive quality through your arms, shoulders, through the chest and torso. Maybe through the pelvis, through the thighs, the knees, the legs, and the feet. Check in with this very alive electrical quality that we can start to feel when we use these techniques, these very simple techniques of tapping. Sometimes these are the best ways to help bring us in and bridge us into being able to sit in meditation, or they might bridge us into just being more present when we need to come out of a stressful situation. Really feel this sense of aliveness that's with us. It's always with us, although we're usually going so fast and we're so distracted up in the left brain that it's hard to even recognize how active our soma is, our body. So just again, check in with yourself. See if you feel a little less distracted. You're able to be a little more present within the body and really experiencing this silvery, shimmery, tingly quality. It's a very soothing quality. We've let the body know that everything is okay. There are no threats. There's no reason to be on hyper alert. The mind is usually creating a lot of problems. And then the body will react by tightening up and being tense. And this is a way to soften things up, open things up. We might feel more open, more soft. And then we can add now here some lower belly breathing. And we're going to use that ocean breath, that pressing against the back of the throat on an elongated exhale. So if my mouth were closed, it would sound like a hissing noise. To give you an example, with my mouth open, it sounds like this on the exhale. But I would like you to try having your mouth stay closed, just breathing in and out of the nose, using this ocean style breathing where we're pressing against the back of the throat. We'll do about 12 together. So let's go ahead and take a breath in, pretty full breath in, filling all the way down below the belly button. So you really want this to be a very physical breath. Feel the breath. Feel everything filling up all the way to the lower belly. And then on the exhale, press against the back of the throat. Stay really focused on the breath. And let's go ahead and see if we can stay focused on the breath. On the inhale, medium to full inhale, a very deep, elongated exhale, all coming from the lower belly, starting and ending there. Let's keep the breath coming in and out. Notice if you get pulled into thinking, come back to the body. Let's keep going, doing a few more together. Full breath in, feeling that the breath is going all the way down to the lower belly. On the in-breath, you're filling everything up. The belly's extended. The belly button is pressing back toward the backbone, really pressing back, flattening out on the full exhale. So we'll do one more together, really filling up. It's a full physical, full body breath. And then a release and exhale, and you're getting every little bit of stale air out. So when you get to the bottom of the exhale with that ocean breath, see if there's any more that's willing to come out. The belly button is all the way flattened down. And then just let the breath breathe itself after that. Come into a natural rhythm where we're watching the breath, we're not controlling the breath at all. Just coming into a normal rhythm. Feeling how the body is doing. Noticing how our awareness and focus is. Our awareness, this part of our mind that is open and focused, it's crystal clear. Can we recognize the distinction between our ability to focus and stay crystal clear in this open, aware part of our mind, aware of the body right now, aware of the breath, and the difference between this distracted, compulsive thinking mind. These are these two facets of the mind. The focused, clear mind is in the present moment, moment after moment. The compulsive thinking mind is usually ruminating on something in the past or worrying about something in the future. It's this inner voice, this inner dialogue. We start to see the difference here. Can we notice how our body is feeling as well? We have this emotional body that sometimes gets rigid and tense, and sometimes it's also loving and kind. Feeling if the body's feeling a little more softer, a little more caring and kind. After we give some time to and for ourselves in this way, it can open us up, soften us up to this kinder, caring, emotional part of ourselves, our most natural part of ourselves. And it pulls us more into the caring and out of the frustration. We can feel this even in the body. We feel softer. Maybe we feel more open, more spacious. One image sometimes that comes to my mind when I'm thinking about the differences between being distracted and being open and present and fully available for whatever is happening in the moment. This distracted mind feels like being in a very long, claustrophobic security line at the airport kind of a feeling. It's just very restricted and tight and tense. And yet we can move in our mind and our body whenever we need to into a place, an image that's more like being on a beach at sunset with a beautiful breeze, feeling being surrounded by nature and space and beauty and openness, very much present in the moment. We can move ourselves in our mind and body from distracted and tense to open and soft and caring and ready for anything, like on a beach at sunset. I encourage you to use these practices and always remember your caring, kind self is the one that will always get you through the day. Thank you so much for your time.